there's something to be said about working for yourself and not depending on another human being when it comes to earning money. I have been a business owner and making my own money since 2007. 2007. It's now 2023 going into 2024. I've been doing this for a really long time, and I realize how I haven't given myself a lot of credit. So in 2016, I closed my clinic and I became a full-time coach, business owner, online business owner. And I really didn't know what that was going to look like, right? I just knew that I needed to feel expansive and free, and I was really tired of the grind. I was just tired of it. Now that I have so much room from that place, I realized that it really wasn't about me needing to feel expansive. It was that I was really burned out. I got to a point where I needed to spend quality time with myself to figure myself out. Otherwise, I just couldn't live on this earth any longer. You know, from the outside, I was doing all the things. I was making really good money. I was a leader in the community, serving and responsible for thousands of lives, and married, living in a very prominent community, and mom, doing all the things, president of the PTO, and wearing myself out and all of these volunteer things and being on boards. I mean, I did so many things, but it had nothing to do with the fact that my brain was cluttered. It felt dirty. I used to have this visual. I remember going home, leaving my office, and I would roll the windows down and let the damp, cool air just hit my face. And I would imagine like literally cutting my skull, flipping it open, and scrubbing my brain with soap and water to just quiet the thoughts. I just wanted to rub all the stuff out. And even with that, I didn't feel better, right? Because I would get home, I would go through the motions, making sure that my baby was fed, and we did homework and all the things. And then, I would kind of retreat, go upstairs, drink wine, 2, 3, sometimes a whole bottle of wine, take some Zolpidem, and just zone out, go to sleep, and then start all over again. I was a hot freaking mess. I was depressed. I was a mess. And I didn't understand how I had gotten there, right? So me leaving, stepping away from my clinical work was the one thing I felt like I had control over at the time. And given that I had control over that, it was easy to remove it so that I could step into the next thing. And so by removing that, it actually gave me space to work on myself. And I can't necessarily say that I did it the easy way, but I'm surely a better person, and I feel good. I feel solid and grounded, and I'm not doing a bunch of silly shit to harm myself. I'm not doing that anymore. I feel really good about life, my life now, versus, before I was just grinding. And I don't grind anymore. I refuse to grind. So now, when I look at where I am, I have this respect for my knowledge, for my wisdom, for all of my hard work. And I believe that what it is I've experienced, what I know for myself, because I've lived it, is of value. And that is what I want to share. That's what I want to talk about. And, I've tried doing this so many times before, but it just didn't feel right. It felt forced. It felt performative. It felt, and I'm over it. I'm over that. So with that said, you believing in your gifts, your talents, your craft, your way of being is what matters. That is what's of value. And whatever price you put on it is up to you. That is what matters. But what I find in the healing community, there's a norm of receiving less than what your service is worth. And there are many reasons why this happens, right? But what matters is now in this conversation is that you begin to look at what it has taken for you to get to where you are. I was having a conversation with a client just yesterday about purpose. She was like, "Oh, what's my purpose? Oh, I have to figure this out." And what I told her was, there's no searching and looking for your purpose, because that causes angst and anxiety and puts unnecessary pressure on you. And you're trying to have some type of control over the future when your happiness and your joy in life is happening now and in this moment. And so what I told her was, follow your joy. Start doing more of the things that are making you happy. That is what matters. And as a result of doing things that make you happy, you're going to have some aha moments, some self-discoveries. You're going to have some powerful conversations. And the bottom line is, what you're going to discover is that you're going to be doing more and more of the things that you love to do. And that will be your purpose. I've recognized in myself, and by working with people for so many years, is a lot of folks are so busy grinding instead of living. And we make up so many excuses as to why we're not living. And therefore, we're not following our joy. We're doing things to just get by. We're overcompensating, over negotiating what our needs are for the sake of other people. Then you're spending more time in these feelings of resentment and guilt and shame. And you see what I mean? When we're not living and in the moment, following what brings us joy. You see what I mean? I want you to think about what you bring to the table. I'm not talking to just anybody. I'm talking to the magical spiritual unicorn that is out here doing it, right? You've had a taste of running a workshop. You've had a taste of speaking. You've had a taste of launching simple coaching program. You may have some private clients. You've had your taste, but your money is inconsistent. What you're doing is not supporting your lifestyle. What I know is that you're charging nominal fees, like $50, $100 per session, and you're working with someone for 3 months and you're giving them everything that you have. What I know is that you're trading time for money. Yeah, right? And as a result, you're struggling. Like, you're seeing these coaches out here that are doing the damn thing and are making a lot of money. Doesn't that feel strange, talking about money and you're a spiritual human being? But think about this. Let's think about your life. You have to pay bills just like the next person, right? You need shelter. You need power. You need water. You need clothing. You need food. I should have said food before clothing. You need resources to support your clients, right? Meaning you need to have quality lights. You need phone. You need camera. You need the platforms to deliver your services. You need stuff. And let's not talk about like what this work does to your body. Some body work would be nice, right? There's so many things that you need, but it's not possible to have if there isn't a fair exchange, a fair energetic exchange. So I want you to think about, what do you bring to the table? What is it worth? I asked the question because you're not a martyr. And what you bring to the table is valuable. It is worth more than what you're asking for. And so it's time for you to believe that you're worthy. You're worthy of being fairly compensated for what it is you bring to the table. You are transforming lives. What you have to offer will forever change the life of the human being you encounter. That's invaluable. So why is it you can't put a number on that? So this is what we're going to talk about here, because this is something I struggled with within myself for a very long time. And then I got over it. My life got richer and fuller. This is me making a commitment to myself, making a commitment to the highest version of myself, making a commitment to you, my community, to show up consistently and share from my heart, to share what it is I know from my stance, in my style, how to be compensated handsomely doing what comes naturally to you, doing what it is that you love, doing what you know makes a world of difference in the lives of the people you care about, humanity, the common good. This is me showing up. So let's talk about it. First order of business. What's up? What are you bringing to the table? What's this about? You not wanting to put a number on it. Let's talk about it. See you next time.